my toilet hanging a clock. The porcelain was wet. I slipped, hit my head on the edge of the sink, and when I came to, I had a revelation. A vision. A picture in my head. A picture of this. This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Okay, so got an idea. A bit awkward. So please excuse the crudity of the diagram. So this the storm audio, as it is presently, how it's networking, that the outputs for the surrounds are L, LS, surround 2, and then right. So only at present, if I switch over back over to 5.1, because I don't know how to network it through this blooming flipping out, it's so damn confusing. So I thought I got this idea, and I think this idea would also have several other additional the same add-on advantage or such, to a, whether it be a small degree to a large degree. Does that make sense? Well, it doesn't make sense to me either. Okay, so there's 3 here. Of course, back here, DS, back surround left, back surround right. So this diagram here would be the original surround configuration, as well as an Atmos one. So if I want to have the original, should do another circle, one with an A, one with just type right in a little, that's very hard to say, 5.1, and this would be Atmos. So the signal would go up to here, the signal to there, even though this signal here is really going to the left surround. It's only going to the middle surrounds at the moment, so it's totally really messing things up, because manufacturers and Dolby Labs and I won't go to that one there, because that'll be a second decoder, or rather these two here be more or less the same for the side surrounds, and this one would be for the back, but also it have more flexibility, because I'm not sure yet how well the Dirac EQ and all that would be, and plus there's a few things I could do a little bit more on a DCX. So you got channels A, right? Channel A, channel B, channel C. So the original surround when in 5.1 will go to B input. That's when I connect these up. Okay, I get another one, connects it out. I've got to find some rack space in the main rack to make this doable, and then that signal will go into B, and of course B on this side, A, and then C. Right, there's a thing in the there's a simple thing, a very simple thing in the outputs. It's in the output section. on the which is channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's do that again. Let me do this again. Okay. So put 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So the output of where this channel will be. So channel B may be playing on, you know, the input. So you got channel A and B and C. If it was in Atmos, channel A, B, and C will be active. You know, depending as and when in the mix of what's going on a native Atmos mix. Probably not the fake ones. So the signals will be moving through, you know, etc. And on the outputs. So if I assign channel 1 here for an Atmos signal, and that one for an Atmos, and that one for an Atmos. So if I put an A up there for Atmos, an A, and an A, 5 1, 5 1, 5 1. I'll be able to. Okay, that's on. Let me see. No, hang on, that's wrong. Oh, yeah, that's Atmos. Yeah, Atmos signal. I just got confused with the other A. And then the other thing will be A, and then B, and then C. Is this confusing? Because it is confusing me, but it will probably confuse anyone else. So channel A, B, and C is here, and that would be for channel. That'll be channel 1 there, channel 2, channel 3. So yeah, I've just been sleeping, okay, and I just sort of like woke up and thought, I got an idea. I'll just use a few more Behringer DCXs. Push comes to the shove. Okay, you could get these really cheap, you know, used. You can get them really, really cheap. You don't have to buy them brand new. Mostly all the other ones I've got were used second hand. There's only, I think, one that or two that were only bought brand new, and that was years ago. But recent ones I've just bought second hand. So I'll be able to send the signal, if you understand. I'll be able to, all I have to do, it'll only take a few moments to go into the menu on here and just assign, okay, Dolby 6-track is going to be playing tonight, and I'll just put this channel here to channel B. And then channel C, I'll turn that into channel B, because the original signal will be outputting from the Storm, and it'll be coming into the process, into the DCX, and I'll just basically make a duplication of that channel, and then it would play back. Yeah. Not sure it could be made a little bit more simplified. It should all be simplified on the stormaudio, so you know, the channels are the configuration for Dolby Digital, and it doesn't matter whether it be 6.1 or 7.1. That is the surround channel only, sort of, because it would be the same sound configuration for the surround. Of course, I'll have a second one here, and I've got to have this network, and even though it's going on to connecting onto the back surrounds, but I'll have to have probably I could do maybe a switcher box configuration. Where the signal could be switched from the regular channels down into the back surround. That's when, you know, to play to play Dolby Stereo. Dolby Stereo 4.2. Five, 1, 6, 7, 1. Okay, so yeah. Any other use I would have for this? What I'm trying to think. Though this has been pretty confusing to do this electronically. To do it cheaper. Do this cheaper. I'll just simply get another. Just get another DB25 switcher. Get another DB25 switcher box, and just do a very complex wiring. So the outputs coming from the Storm, they'll go into a DB25 connector, because there's a I'm in bed because so let me just do the go around shut. Okay, this would be the system output here, and then that would just come out and then network over to the speakers independently. That is, independently into the inputs of the amplifiers. It'll then eventually come out to the amplifiers and go into the AM. Go into the amplifiers, and then sound outputting, and then go into the switcher box. So I'll have things like A, B, C, and D. So I'd have a main lead that's for the Atmos, okay, discrete, coming down into, say, channel A. And I'll have another lead that's wired onto the same wires, okay, but it'll only be wired onto only the outputs for 5.1, or the output that's doing the outputs. I think it's, I don't know what the actual number is on the Storm there, but it'd be wired onto, say, these, the left S, left surround, right surround, and that would connect onto channel B. But I'd do a special wiring inside the DB25 connector, because it's all solderless, so I don't have to do any soldering. All I have to do is network in the wires and then screwing down the wires into the Phoenix connector. Make sure I just do that. I could do this, it'll be 25 pins, so I could still do it like, say, I could wire it unbalanced or balanced, because there's 25 wires. So 25 wires, 1, 2, 3. So one's positive, one's negative, one's ground. So I could still do that in here, and it'll be enough there. 25, because it's only 6 channel outs going, and there'll be enough there to do that. Okay, so I could do it that way. Do a switcher box, that's cheaper. Or I could have it, get another cheap one of these, and then have that in the rack, and then I could also visualize. And I think something to visualize is a little bit better. Plus, if I do it for a DCX, I can say, if I wanted to add on another surround speaker, which will only more or less be playing the same sound, I could put in something, an output, or additionally, I'm thinking I could turn the other last channels here, channel 4, 5 and 6, because this would be channel 1, 2 and 3. Channel 1, 2 and 3, and I could take channels 4, 5 and 6 and probably use them, augment them for low frequency for off the surrounds, or some additional channels, maybe SAS channels, surround around seating, SAS channels. So I can do a few things there. That's that.